Today we are in Toronto, Ontario again to interview the highest mileage 992 GT3, I believe in North America. There's one in Europe with more kilometers on it, but this has over 100,000 kilometers on it. It is a manual GT3 Touring owned by a very prominent local car photographer. So let's find out why he drives this car so much. So right here is the owner. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Lucas Scarfoni, proud owner and very fortunate owner of this 2022 Porsche GT3 Touring with over 100,000 kilometers on it.
So I gotta ask, why do you drive this car so much?
Why wouldn't you? For me, these cars are incredible. They're so well built. They can really open so many doors. You can really meet so many people. For me, it was about creating memories, not creating miles. It kind of goes hand in hand, but I've been very fortunate to grow up photographing cars in the Toronto area since I was a little kid. And I told myself if I was ever lucky enough to get a car, I was going to drive it every opportunity I got. And that's really what I've been trying to do over the last 3.5 years.
So how did you get a GT3 Touring, first of all?
It's a long story. It came down to a friend knowing that the car was going to go to a good home, that the car would be used to enjoy, and really used to make a difference, and that's been a big part of my kind of my role with the car. So for me, when I purchased the car, I wanted to raise at least $1 per kilometer driven for the Starlight Children's Foundation. So I'm very fortunate to say that over the last 3.5 years, and with the support of our entire automotive community, Pesto and I have been able to raise over $190,000. So it's almost $2 a kilometer, or I got to start driving more, but it's nice to be able to use the car to give back. There's kids, they see the car, they get inspired, and we do a event every year called Drive for Smiles, where you can take the kids that are going through so much medically, you can take them on the racetrack, and for that 5 or 10 minutes, they're completely different. It's really, they can enjoy themselves, and really it brings out the emotion and the passion in the vehicles themselves.
For those that don't know, what makes this car different to any other 911?
So kind of the charm with the GT3 Touring package is that it kind of looks like a normal 911. To 90% of the population, you just look like another dude driving a 911 around. For those who know, you kind of know, right? It's very understated, which I like. Even the color combination is a bit more understated. So you think about 100,000 kilometers. The car's been rock solid. I'll do a full track day and then drive it for literally like 15 hours straight the next day, and it doesn't skip a beat. You put oil in it, it's consumables, brakes, tires. I don't know any other brand you could do that with. It's been incredible just to see how well the car has held up over the last 3.5 years.
And have you had any major problems or big expenses?
Major, no. One warranty issue was the front end axle lift. The first summer I had it, leaked the fluid out. So they sent me a brand new strut under warranty. So honestly, besides that, like, it's all consumables. So 1 set of brake pads, 10 oil changes, 5 sets of spark plugs. It's really well maintained. It stays in that factory service intervals, which is really important. You can't just drive around and not do anything to the car. It needs to stay happy, and I think that really makes a difference in the quality of its life. The big thing with this car is they have the factory extended warranty program. So I hit the mileage before the year, which I think was one of the first times in Canada they've had a GT car hit mileage before a year to expire the warranty. So we extended it through the Porsche factory service warranty. So I have another 3 years, and it's unlimited kilometers. So when you add it up, I think I can do about 500,000 under warranty with this car, which I'm hoping.
500,000?
We'll see how much I drive, but that's the plan. So.
And the plan is to keep this car?
Forever. There's no, my kids could fight over who sells it when I'm gone, but yeah, for me, I'm one and done. It's an incredibly special car to me. It's the same birth year as my son. It's my very first sports car. I've grown up shooting cars in Toronto for 22 years. Never thought I'd have my own. So yeah, there's nothing that's ever going to replace this car for me.
What do you do for a living to buy a GT3? It's not a cheap car.
Yeah, so until the bank takes it back, it's mine. But it's, yeah, for me, I'm an automotive photographer. So I've been shooting cars in Toronto my whole life. And the other side, I'm a co-publisher and co-founder of Autostrada magazine. So same thing, we've had the magazine now for 10 years across North America. For me, I've always said, I'm not trying to hit a mileage number. I'm just trying to do as much as I can with the car. That's really the goal of life in my perspective.
So for anyone that has a GT3 or any rare car, what advice would you give them about driving?
Drive it. I don't understand why people don't drive them. And I get the mileage makes them worth less, but you got to pick something, man. I never wanted to be that guy that kind of let it sit in the garage. I've been very, very fortunate to get the car. I never thought I'd have a car. So I think I'm doing my younger self proud. I really drive it every opportunity I can get. I wish I had back seats. That's the one thing that I wish I could take my kids with me, but it's just so special to be able to have a full tank of gas. You turn the key. I can't see why you wouldn't want to do that with these cars. And you can. They're so reliable. They're fantastic. I've done over 50 track days with the car. It's just, I feel like it's a disservice to the car and the brand not to drive them. And I'm very fortunate that I can drive it as much as I can.
And is this your only car?
So I have a 2024 Volkswagen Golf R. That's kind of the car that I use for more of the family side. I'll drop my son off at daycare and then I'll switch into this car. So that car, they only come black, white, or blue. So I was able to wrap it almost the exact same color as the GT3. But yeah, going from the Golf R and having this car was a big leap. But yeah, just trying to enjoy every moment behind the wheel. I'm not the typical owner of one of these cars. Usually it's these established business people and it's kind of a toy. For me, it's my life is automotive and my life is driving and photographing vehicles. So yeah, for me, I relied heavily on the Bank of Montreal, but until they take it back, it's mine. But yeah, same thing, you make it work. I'm so passionate about the car and using it as much as I can that that was kind of the afterthought. When my friend said I could buy it, I kind of figured it out then, but yeah, it's just been great to be able to experience it.
And running costs?
It's not terrible. Like, so this car needs to be changing plugs, spark plugs every 20,000. That's kind of the factory service interval. We speed up the oil changes about every 8 to 10,000 kilometers. I did one set of brake pads at 90,000 kilometers. Done 3 sets of tires. That obviously depends on track days and use that way. It's actually not bad. I thought it would be worse. And same thing, a lot of these cars don't get driven very much, right? So I've kind of accelerated the spend when it comes to oil changes and that kind of thing. But I'm very fortunate that the team at Porsche Center Oakville takes such good care of the car. I can be with my friend Lucas, the tech, who does the work with me or for me, because I'm not a handy guy whatsoever. But to see how they do what they do and how they really keep these cars on the road is incredible.
Have you met anyone else with similar mileage Porsches?
There's the handful kind of in Canada. I think it's about 20, 30, 40,000-ish. I messaged Phil Stimpfig. He has the one in Europe with over 100,000. We have a very short driving season here. And that was the other thing with this car. Last year was the first year I decided to put winter tires on it. And honestly, it was like the best time of my life. Like, I've driven this car 100K, but like the winter was so much fun. And same thing, you're a bit more selective when you drive it, just because I don't want to get stuck on the highway in a GT3. But yeah, being able to take it out, and I got pictures of it covered in salt and snow, and it's so much fun. And same thing, like as when I was a little kid, I could never picture owning a car, and I never wanted to have it parked. So that's kind of been the goal, is just to drive it and enjoy it as much as possible. I just ran Michelin Alpine 5, so non-studded winters. The car held up incredibly well. So we did, it's called Honey Seal. We did the dry ice blasting and then a coat of a thin wax, just to prolong the life of the car. I think I'm gonna have it forever. So any little things like that I can do to prolong its life as much as possible and take care of it, that's really been the goal for it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Do you mind if we go for a ride?
Of course, yeah, let's go.
Man, the seats are so nice in this car.
It's nice and comfy.
So
it's usually
comfortable.
the 18-way comfort seats. So same thing, I love the look of the buckets, but I knew I was going to drive it a lot, so just kind of ingress and egress is a lot easier with the without the cargo buckets.
And you got the manual.
Yeah, for me, it's like that's a touring spec, is comfort seats in a manual. It's great for long drives. Even for the track, they actually hold you in quite well. So yeah, that was kind of the theme of the car for me, was like that touring spec.
And you've got some really rare options on this car, I notice.
So one of the big ones was the shift knob. So that one, and all the 992 GT3s came yellow. So we did the CXX Sonderwunsch Special Wishes program to turn this silver. And then all the trim you see in the car that's usually black, we got it in brushed aluminum. So that was one of the rare options. I don't know if I've seen that on any of the other cars, but I figured it really brings the silver back into the car from the outside. So if you look at the outside, like the Forest Green Metallic has that undertone of silver in it, and that picks up on the silver touring pack, silver wheels, just a very clean spec that way.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And obviously no rear seats in this car.
That's the one thing. I wish it had rear seats. The new one does, the 992.2, but yeah, when we built this, there wasn't an option for back seats, unfortunately.
And would you add seats, like seen through glass?
For me, I'm not sure. It's a big project, but yeah, I've thought about it many times. So still going back and forth on that one a little bit.
Yeah. What's this car like to daily drive?
It's not bad, honestly. Like, it is a GT car, so you do. It is stiff. The one thing with this is the front end. So with the double wishbone front end, it's a bit darty. It kind of tram lines a bit on the highway, but you're driving a GT3, so you kind of know what you're in for. It's if you want comfort, it's not terrible every day, really.
Yeah, it seems great riding in it. Like, everyone says GT3 is so stiff and stuff. This is my first time in a GT3 992, and it's really comfortable.
Yeah, and I think the seats make a big difference. With the carbon buckets, same thing. They look beautiful, but it is a bit more punishing. So with this, like the 18 ways, you have the support. You obviously have a bunch of different modifications you can do to the bolsters, that kind of thing. So same thing. I use this for a lot of road trips. So to be able to really modify the seating position that much makes a difference when you're driving a long way.
Yeah, and how has the interior held up over 100K?
It's been great. So like my buddies at Splash Bros, they completely ceramic coated all the leather. So same thing, I don't wear jeans in the car just because I don't want the transfer.
As I'm wearing jeans.
Light jeans, that's okay. So yeah, and even like getting in and out of the bolsters, like I have kind of a very specific way that I like put all my pressure on the door sill and push up so I don't kind of smush the bolster every time I get in and out. And same thing, I think if you take care of the cars, they really, like, that'll shine through as the kilometers keep rolling, right? So that was the thing with this car, is I really wanted to make sure that it was well taken care of, service-wise, cosmetically. Like, that was a big part of my ownership journey with the car so far.
And in terms of the mileage, do you want to keep going?
Oh, that's the goal, man. Like, life's too short to not drive your car. So you think about Jerry Seinfeld just had a quote a year or two ago, and he said, if you get to heaven and you have the lowest mileage Porsche, you lose. So it's yeah, as soon as I bought the car, I knew that it just, God forbid something happens, I'm never gonna regret driving a car I'm never gonna sell.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal for it.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool story, and these are the kind of people that I seek out, someone that lives and breathes their car. They love it so much, and it's kind of like, that's it for them. I want this car.
Yeah, like for me, I can't picture anything else that would mean as much to me as this car does, car-wise. Like, I could sell it, I could probably get most of the money back for it that I purchased it for, but then what? What are you gonna buy, right? Like, this is, it's a symbol of so much time and effort and dedication, and my whole career led up to the opportunity to purchase this car. And I can't replace that. Like, I literally last week, a guy offered me 10 grand more than I paid for this car.
New.
Yeah, new. And it's, I'm like, dude, you could add a zero, and it's just not, it's not going anywhere. So someone can fight my kids for it after I'm gone, but as of me, as long as I can drive stick still, I'm gonna drive this as much as I can. To go from no sports car to this sports car in the Porsche world is pretty much unheard of. So when the opportunity came up, thanks to a very good friend, they trusted the car was going to go to a good home, and I just kind of figured it out. So that was how that happened.
Well, thank you for doing this interview. It's been my pleasure to get to interview you. It was like a bucket list car in person, So thank you. If you guys want to be interviewed by me, DM on Instagram at MagnaCars. Thanks for watching. Go drive your car. And remember, never ever quit on your dreams. God loves you. See you in the next video.